I'm a YouTube watcher.
Don't say that.
I know.
There you go, grapes. There you go. King, what you been seeing on the news? I got same subject for you, man. what you been seeing on the news, man?
You know, the Trumps is crazy.
Comment section still.
Yeah, they go crazy. They're a little upset right now because all the things Trump promises, they kind of backtracking already, saying about this economy, how they going to make everything cheaper. That's not going to happen. They kind of burned their little promises. It's about to get a lot more higher right now.
Make sure it costs much money. 25. Otherwise, yeah, man. On the Democrat side of things, man, we got more. I guess we got more bills to pay. Right?
Raise the property tax, yeah.
Raise property tax again.
About to raise grocery bags to $10.
You say what? $60 million? They trying to make it over.
No. $200 million. But they ain't gonna raise property taxes. Collect about $68 million. They said
They need to make
$5 million in bags. They're gonna increase parking on the weekend throughout the whole week. So that increase about $10 million. Other stuff. Cutting some programs.
Politics, all this stuff. It's all bad, man.
All because what's good, my goodness.
Hey, what you think about the? What you think? We should keep them. We should send them somewhere else. We should. What you think?
Immigrant.
Yeah. We can get immigrants. High takes.
I mean, every country has some kind of immigration. You just gotta do it right.
I think every country got some sort of immigration problems, if you will. So you kind of deal with it. You know, up there in Canada, they're doing a lot of complaining about it as well. And I ain't gonna say it is the reason why folks up there not paying their bills anymore. But living conditions and living expenses in Canada is just pretty extreme right now. But the Prime Minister of Canada was probably, I don't know, some people probably go ahead and say that is their president equivalent. Yeah, he made a statement talking about they're gonna freeze the immigration for 3 years. So I don't know what that's gonna do for him.
They already did. You gotta do it. I mean, they have this whole pay for everything from society. That's why everything's so high.
Yeah, but hey, some people up there some people appreciate that type of thing. I mean, it has its goods, it has pros, it has its cons.
I mean, if it was that good, they would all collectively decide to not pay their bills to the government. Y'all got to stop this shit. Like some Canadian woman, she played the call where she was talking to, like, I guess, like a bill collector out there for something. They told her, she told her how much on groceries. They said, you spend too much money on groceries, you need to cut back on food so you can pay
Cut back on food.
Roughly about $1,500 a month on groceries. That's how I go. Jeez. That's like Canada. I ain't about to, I spent roughly about $800, bro. That's his trash.
That's just basics.
Yeah, remember as a kid for $200, you used to get like 2 cards. So you can have 2 cards of shit. All types of meat. It just be feel. What? Now it's 8.
I had went to the store one time, $100. You got the checkout, look at the ticket. I look at my ticket, see I spent $100, look at my cart. I said, how? Like, what you spend $100 on?
I don't know no more.
It's like one bag.
See, that's crazy. And also one bag is tough.
I feel like, I mean, as a single person, I'm spending like At least about $400 if I don't go to no if I don't eat take out and all that other stuff. Tough nuts, buddy. I'm proud I dropped that there.
So this list, I said, son, you think I'm rich? She said, what you talking about? So you poor. I said, we not poor. You don't understand me. He said, bro, this list low about 1,000. I'm like, nigga, you crazy. 1,000. PlayStation VR headset.
Still want that PC?
Yeah, he asked for a gaming PC. I said, nigga, what?
You know what a gaming PC is? Johnny Quest.
I know the game.
It costs too much money. I said, bitch, you say, hey, fuck it. You got a PlayStation? You got a Switch? You got it all. Why you PC? What? You can't even tell me. You just want the shit. You know, you buy a bitch ass gaming chair costs $250. You don't even sit that shit, cuz.
It's because they're uncomfortable. I bought one. It's uncomfortable.
Wasting my money.
The office chair.
I didn't actually do all that. That's okay. All right, let's start the show, man. Chicago Black Delegation Podcast is a show dedicated to reshaping and reclaiming the black culture in America. The intention of this podcast is to improve the conditions of blacks in America by way of platforming different ideas. At no point will the views shared on this podcast be the show's title, conversation headers, individuals expressed ideas or otherwise should be interpreted as an attack on other groups, but rather as a means to a greater end for blacks in America. Views shared by individuals does not represent the views shared by the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast, its staff, or other guests unless specified. We good? All right, welcome back to Chicago Black Delegation Podcast, everybody. I'm again your host, AC aka High Think, and I'm joined by my co-host.
In service, back again for another week.
What's your name today?
Johnny Quest.
Johnny.
Johnny Quest, man. You're a member to the Adventure Team.
Johnny Quest, tell me what you about with it, man. What makes you a smart person? There you go. Yeah, say like pretty much my homies from growing up and all that stuff. We talk about politics quite frequently, and I'll say we got a pretty good opinion if I do say so myself. But otherwise, this is about group conversation anyway. This ain't really about our takes alone, but it's also about engaging y'all's minds so that y'all can have these conversations amongst y'all circles as well. And then we just want to be the group that inspires the conversation. So, but for the most part, yeah, man. If this is your first time coming through and checking us out, again, we the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast, and we're here to talk about black issues by way of politics, social concerns, relationships, so on and so forth. And then on today's normally how we kind of run things is we break our show into 3 different segments for the simple reason that when I go back and edit, over the footage that we recorded, I like to repost each individual segment in it as its own video. So when you see me introduce and outro a segment, just don't get confused. When I outro a segment, don't think it's the end of the show. I'm just closing out that one specific segment so that we can so we can move on to the next segment, so I can edit and turn each segment into its own individual video. So again, don't turn off the show when it's time for the show to end. I'll signal, so just clear all that stuff up. We got a chat down there. My technician let me know that we have a chat. We typically read chats at the before or after every segment. We also have a call-in number that you can see right at the bottom of the screen. It's in green. And like I said, call in anytime you want. We have no limitations as far as that's concerned. But otherwise, said, get everybody ready to kind of get this part in the road. So today we're going to be discussing Donald Trump's cabinet picks for his 2025 through what 2028 his run. So hopefully we, for the most part, we kind of dreading the worst, but I don't know. They just gotta keep your head held high and bucker down and just again just kind of prepare for the worst. We see what's gonna kind of see what's in store for us as far as the tariffs is concerned. The tariffs, I don't know if like people thought this tariff thing was gonna be a good idea. I don't know. Actually, I think people didn't even know what the tariff was. Looking at what the Google searches.
Shit, that was the number one Google search after you won. Everybody wanted to look up what the fucking tariff was.
What's a tariff now?
Like, bitch, you do it before you vote for a motherfucker.
That's like the main thing he was talking about as far as turning around the economy. And I thought that was like the most important thing for all Americans besides like, I don't know, immigrants and all that other shit. But yeah, that's I think people was worried about the tariffs. The way the primary method of him turning around the economy was by implementing these tariffs. Now, we already had economists that already kind of specified that, hey, Trump's plan was going to cost the American taxpayers, or not, maybe not the, well, it would, technically, yes, the American taxpayers, but it would have added $11 trillion to the debt. Kamala Harris's plan would have added $3 trillion to the debt. So, both is kind of, finicky, but like, come on now, I'm just saying, most people would most likely take that $3 trillion, addition to the deficit over that $11 trillion debt. Yeah, so. Don't sound like needless to say. But otherwise, so let's get this show on the road. So, got to intro the next segment. So, thanks for tuning in again. Chicago Black Legends Podcast. Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chicago Black Legends Podcast. I'm your host, HC, aka Higher Thinking. And today, we are going to take a look at the Donald Trump's current pick for his latest pick for chief of staff of his. These for, I think they said the standard life or span of a chief of staff person is like, I don't know, like several months, maybe like 12 months, maybe like 2 years or something like that. Well, we'll check it out. We're gonna check out his latest pick for chief of staff and Susie Wiles, and check out how try to see how qualified she is. We're gonna check out what a chief of staff person is, and we're gonna measure up if she's qualified for that position. You know what I'm saying? And I think, well, you know what? I don't think nobody's pretty surprised. We'll get into it though.
Had a bunch of DEI hires, man.
Yeah. So that's one to ask y'all. So what's y'all take on this whole DEI situation? Because I think that's gonna be a pretty. I think that's gonna have a lot to do with the conversation that we're gonna have right now. So, Savage, what you think about this? This whole DEI scare that Republicans are trying to push onto Americans?
I mean, that's basically what all the Republicans do right now. We're literally watching them hire all these things. That's the reason why this type of thing, those type of things that have affected.
Savage, Johnny Quest, what you think? About the DEI hires, the DEI scares and all that stuff. Like they're trying to say the people, like black people in positions, like whether it be a pilot or a politician, they're just a DEI hire or whatever like that. Like the people, they were saying the women that were supposed to be guarding Donald Trump during his, shoot down the tent. They said those men were DEI hires, that they weren't actually qualified for the job. So what do you think about this whole, again, this DEI scare that these Republicans are trying to scare the American people with? Yeah, but like you never heard of that?
Yeah, I heard about it. Like, it's just like another way they like try to get rid of affirmative action.
Yeah,
They always try to say like,
black means you have to look it. Because most times they will have a dominated white and won't give no people of color a chance. So they won't even open up the file. All they're saying is that you have to have a certain level of different ethnicity because you would just hire white people. That's why this shit happen. It's not that white people are the most qualified for the job because you see these people working these fields. They have to stay there working. You still have to be a good employee. They would just fire you. Okay, they say they're hard, but they can just fire you. So you have to get at your job to stay here for 30 years and show that you work for your job. And black people are always overqualified because we always have to work harder than our counterparts to even get up there. So to say that we're not qualified is just crazy.
So yeah, he pretty much. Cause like I think Elon Musk himself was trying to say like, well I don't know if it was him that was talking about the pilots themselves, but like there's been white people that try to say like all this. When they see a black pilot and that's piloting an airplane, they're worried if this person is a qualified person or are they a DEI hire? And I think we all.
Yeah, I mean it's saying black people can't fly planes. Like nigga, I had to really work. They don't let me just walk through the class. Oh, cause you're black, or you just go home to pass. No, you have to work.
Yeah.
They think black people can't fly. It's just like a autism together.
Like, come on.
That's fine.
They're some of the best pilots ever.
You know what I'm saying? You check that sound over. So anyway, yeah. So let's check out this whole situation. Let's check out this Susie Wiles and learn see if she's a PEI hire or not, right? So is it working out? Screen thing. All right, let me finish it. So, Chief of Staff Susie Wiles. Let's Trump's cabinet pick. Now, the role of the Chief of Staff is the Chief of Staff is the most senior political appointee in the White House. The position is widely recognized as one of the great power and influence. It's one of great power and influence owing to daily contact with the President of the United States. And control of the executive office of the President of the United States. The roles of the Chief of Staff include, the responsibilities of the Chief of Staff are both. Hey, can you move that thing out of the way, bro? Yeah, that's why I need to sit there today. So, role of the Chief of Staff. The responsibilities of the Chief of Staff are both managerial and advisory and may include the following: selecting senior White House staffers and supervising their offices' activities, managing and designing the overall structure of the White House staff system, control the flow of people in the Oval Office, manage the flow of information to and decisions from the Resolute desk. Directing, managing, and overseeing all policy development, protecting the political interests of the President, negotiating legislation and appropriating funds with the United States Congress leaders, cabinet secretaries, and extra governmental political groups to implement the president's agenda and advise on any and usually various issues set by the president. So that seemed like a lot of stuff, right? But that all this literally just means is it's the president's right hand man. It's the president's like primary like secretary. Like every like governmental body within that operates within the White House and maybe in even outside the White House. Y'all
Yeah, that
say it again.
yeah, that job too.
Susie Wild. That's her name, Susie Wild. So that, like I said, they just wrote this chief of staff position. Like I said, essentially, all the government bodies, they operate within the White House and a little bit out. They operate outside of the White House. All report to the chief of staff, and this person strategizes, manages, co-manages, and negotiates between these people, and then reports to the president himself, so that the president can focus on the other duties of the president. So it seemed like this person is like damn near the brain of the White House. So it's needless to say, this is like as I just said, it's like the top ranking position right next to the president. I say like when the president appoints people, like this is their top person that they pick. So I think we all agree, right, that the person that takes on this position needs to be highly qualified to be such a high ranking position.
Yeah, the job too.
So you said an assistant?
She was an assistant.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you said assistant.
No,
Okay.
she worked on his campaign with him. They said she worked with other presidents in the past, but she was never nobody's chief of staff.
Oh yeah, she was. We gonna talk about that a little bit more. But she was chief of staff a couple times for like a couple mayors and stuff like that. Like mayors and shit.
The mayor and president is a little different.
It definitely is. So Susie Wiles, her educational foundation is she graduated from the Academy of the Holy Angels in 1975.
Sounds like a biker girl.
Wow, yeah, true. Wiles also graduated from the University of Maryland in College Park with a Bachelor of Arts in English Language. Yeah, leadership and strategy history. Chief of staff for Florida mayor, election strategist for Trump, scheduler, and campaign manager for two governors and Donald Trump. So y'all know what a Bachelor of Arts in English Language is? It's probably just she just reads. It's like they study English language and literature.
That's it.
Yeah, it got nothing to do with no government. It got nothing to do with no politics. Got nothing to do with no economics. Got nothing to do with no speech development. No
She got to be a good talker or something. I don't know how she made it this far.
You wonder why?
Definitely like a DI had me.
So yeah, that educational foundation is kind of lacking. I would say so. You feel me? So, but let's read on. Some controversies is primarily Wiles helped get Ron DeSantis elected as Florida's governor, but the two would develop a rift, and that eventually led to DeSantis. To urge Trump's 2020 campaign to cut its ties with the strategist when she was again running for then president's state campaign. So yeah, when
he was running.
Yeah, so they pretty much got into it, while he was during their little run as when he was governor, and then she went on to bigger, better things with Donald Trump. And then there was some little things, little in-house like squabbling going on there, like little Twitter posts or like that. But they didn't really go out as far as say what all exactly happened. But Republicans know they gotta keep a straight face. They are aware of their image, and they are working on their image. I would say so. They're not gonna let like things like that kind of get out. You know what I'm saying? But so otherwise, like chief of staff positions, like other type of things that she were involved in, they relatively tight-lipped positions, and things just won't really be getting out like that. But she got in her. DeSantis kind of got into it, so I don't know. That's so right now they not obviously not on friendly terms, if you will. So notable qualities of a good chief of staff. The first one will be in acquiring a strong educational foundation, develop leadership and strategic skills, cultivate experience in varied roles, building a robust professional network, creating a record of your achievements, and stay informed to adapt to change. And through my research and some of the things that we kind of read up to this point, I would say that she has not acquired a strong educational foundation.
Not at all.
So developing leadership strategy skills, it's arguably so due to like the nature of like the things that she accomplished up to this point. Like she has been in politics. I'm pretty sure it was like she graduated in 1975, and I want to say about 1976 she was hired as a scheduler for I believe it was the mayor. I'll double check on that, but she worked as a scheduler in a Republican Party's political camp or election campaign, and I think like shortly after that, probably like I believe 3 to 4 years after that, I'm gonna give you show the numbers above my head out. When I redistribute this video on YouTube, so she worked. She got hired again as I believe she got another job as a chief of staff in about 1979 for one of the mayors, and then and like I said, everything else is pretty much history. So she's been in politics for a very long time. It's just that again that
she qualified to run the country.
Yeah, so I would say arguably yes, because of the time that she set into it, but yeah. But cultivating experience in varied roles, no, like the things that I listed here was literally it. So otherwise, building a robust professional network, I have to give it to her for the simple fact that she got to where she is right now without having damn near any like real education, in my opinion. There wasn't any record of achievements that I've found. Maybe there's if you guys can see found like a link or something like that, please post in the comments. And stay informed to adapt to change. I mean, arguably so, but there's arguments against it for the simple reason that I think a lot of Republicans are a little bit too old-fashioned, and but I would say that they are. I want to say they are aware of their image, and at least for the political side of things, they aren't like they know not to like get grouped up with like a lot of those problematic groups and stuff like that. You saw every time Trump got a chance, he distanced himself from Project 2025, even though like we've noticed that
doing a lot of Project 2025 type shit.
Like like what like do you know what kind of things he kind of been? Do y'all know what kind of things he been implemented from Project 2025 up to this point?
A lot of the things he said he was doing for those businesses, that's part of Project 25. Also, the women's reproduction rights, the education, that was also in Project 2025, taking away the school board and all those things.
Yeah. So yeah, like he tries to distance himself from it, but I don't know, like the actions kind of prove otherwise.
Tax plan for the rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. I mean, everything in there, he kind of always been implicating. So when he kept saying that he wasn't fucking with it, that's not him. I mean, your actions speak louder than your words. So, and his actions have been Project 25. I mean, all the Republicans actually came out and started tweeting it since he won. They said, "Could we stop acting like Project 25 is not our agenda?" They literally said that out their mouth. This is what we're gonna do to y'all.
Yeah. So yeah. So I don't know. Like he can like besides that, his cabinet members, the people he surrounded himself with, like. The Heritage Foundation, all these names are very much so attached to Trump. Like network-wise, they are directly attached to Trump. So he can say that, this book, he has nothing to do with it. He hasn't read it, all this other stuff. But if the people that are directly networked to you advocate or have their names directly in that book, that means that those people that wrote that book influenced your decision making. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want any. Obviously, no Americans by and large don't want anything to do with that Project 2025 book. I mean, if you ask a Republican about the Project 2025 book leading up to the election, they more so say it's a myth or some kind of like all of that corny stuff. So,
Folklore.
folklore.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, so just a bunch of like a misdirection, a lot of lies, bro. So anyway, but otherwise, yeah. So let's kind of compare her education between compared to the suggested education of a chief of staff position. So her education is again graduated from the Academy of the Holy Angels in 1975. Right. Wiles also graduated from the University of Maryland, College Park, with a Bachelor's of Arts in the English language. And it's like I said, like the Bachelor's of Arts in the English and literature is like literally you're reading books and you're just studying the way language is used. You have a strong understanding of like context. And
she's just a good reader. She's a good comprehender.
That's
read a book.
Very good at comprehending. Like
tell you about a poem.
Well done. Awesome. You know what I'm saying? But this is what the suggested education is of a chief of staff position, especially for the United States of America. Graduated from I gotta fix this. But I'm about to fix that later. I'm gonna fix that later. So clearly she doesn't meet the qualifications of like the standard chief of staff position. Like this type of position, like requires like business, like a degree in business, or at least a strong, lot of business type classes, stuff like that, like politics, political classes. Like so on and so forth. Like usually, like you read the or the roles and the roles of a chief of staff position that requires like a vast array of not just like people skills, but like economical like understanding and like
you got to go
numbers
like
and all that
political
stuff.
Science, also economy classes.
Yeah,
and she don't know how to do none of that shit. That's kind of what the chief of staff does. It deals with all these type of things.
So
and kind of spearhead a lot of projects.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be. I mean, technically, you're supposed to be smart, but we got this. We got this person now.
So here's the question. Here's the question of the day, right? Does it matter if a chief of staff of the United States of America doesn't meet typical qualifications?
It definitely does. Definitely matters.
So what do you think, John? Like, do you think like, because considering like not manager, considering her affinity towards the political part, towards especially the Republican political party, knowing that she's been in politics since like 1976, do you think that experience alone is makes her qualified for this position, despite not meeting those again typical qualifications?
You said she been in politics since 1975?
1976.
1976. Whether she qualified or not, she ran successful campaigns. You said she got DeSantis elected.
Yeah, as mayor. Yeah.
She ran Trump campaign twice.
Got him president.
Got him president. Yeah.
I mean,
now I don't know, Chief, because I personally think Trump's campaign was fucking abysmal. Now the thing is, like, albeit, okay, you know what? Obviously, it's subjective. Saying something like this is quite subjective. But my nigga, he literally sat down in front of. He literally held a rally and sat there and danced for 39 minutes and played music and danced for 39 minutes.
They sat there for that shit. They sat there. He just said, "You know what? We're not gonna talk tonight. Just gonna play some music.
Like, no more questions.
Just jam out with me for a second, man. We just gonna jam out. I'm gonna go the fuck home. All right, thank you for the donations, but I ain't got shit to say tonight."
You know what I'm saying? Like during the debates, you know what I'm saying?
His campaign didn't need help running.
Well, hold on. During his debate, him and Kamala Harris, he was clocked for having like I think 59 lies. Yeah, I mean, they clock Kamala Harris for like about 30 something last, but still he lied the most during that debate. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, yeah, it's like what King say. Like this dude did not run a good, campaign, but he was voted in anyway. But yes, we can't owe that to Susie Wiles that she got him. She was a strategist right behind him getting elected.
She knows she know how to connect to a cash cow. That's what I see. She's a woman that understands opportunity, and she's a good opportunist. You know what I'm saying? And she knows how to attach herself to the rise, and that's how she lasted so long in politics, and that's what she had today. I mean, she got it through the sheer hustle, but you know what I'm saying? Are you good to do the job? We will see in the near future. But most likely, she probably not. I mean, most of his cabinet is a bunch of DUI hires. Nobody's qualified for the job. He doesn't want to.
Bro, you said DUI hires.
I think she more qualified for the chief of staff than he is as president.
Ooh.
Yeah, Trump has no education. Remember when George Bush? Remember when he was running right, and they said you had to have a B+ average or more to run for president, right? Trump is dumb as fuck. He doesn't have a B+. Niggas got on George Bush for having a C. Trump is fucking dumb for real. Y'all gave Bush the pass with the C. Trump is not even with the C at. He paid his way through school.
That's unfortunate. Oh man, I did not consider them grades at all either.
Barack Obama, he was an A+ student. You see how it's great the exceptional nigga got to be, and they keep saying niggas ain't qualified, but you see what we got to do, right? You know, our shit got to look good. You see, oh, okay, that's a good nigga. Well, you know what I'm saying? When you get to the white man, oh, he's average, but we can work with him because he's white. You know what I'm saying? The nigga got to be exceptional. So y'all need to stop saying that when y'all see black people. We the best at everything we fucking do. And y'all know that shit, and y'all be mad. That's why y'all don't like it.
Man. So, yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. That's yet another example of, like, you know, black folks got to exceed and then go above and beyond just to get a seat at the table. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we literally taught to be better.
And even then, he's still connected to other political, like strong political positions by way of like blood relation. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, Barack still run the whole Democratic Party. He still stretches his nuts around that motherfucker. Like, you know, I still run this bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, they all listen to him still.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So I will say that it really does matter that she meets those typical qualifications. Like, it is cool that she met the network standards. That she, you know what I'm saying?
She got life experience.
She has life experience. Like I get it. Like, so she knows her demographic. She knows how to connect with the Republicans voters, which is cool. But I don't like. What are we talking about here? I need somebody that understands economics. I need people that understand the housing market. I need somebody to understand that knows how to. That has a strong sense of urgency when it comes to the things that matter the most to Americans. I need these types of people to know how to find out, like, or find the right people that can find the best solution for the most important dilemmas in America. Like, all these things matter. And if for her to not even have, for her to have some sort of a literary or English degree, that's for me. That's not. I need somebody that's more educated than that. Maybe if she can show us that she educated herself, that she knows economics really, as well as any respectable economist, that she understands the housing situation, the housing market, all these things, as well as like the best of the best, then maybe I might feel a little bit better. But something like this, maybe we can have a chief of staff like this for like some kind of rinky-dink ass business that, you know, that's like in the South or just maybe even like in the city somewhere. But the president, of the United States of America, like this is how I feel about this. How I feel about this position. This chief of staff is supposed to be like the best chief of staff in the damn country. That's what the president should be going after. I don't want anything less than that. And then this, like I said, what we see here as far as educational background, especially in comparison to what's expected of a typical chief of staff position, which is pretty damn decorated. Like it's a lot that goes under that type of a program. You need to show us more than that. especially educational wise. If you want
I'm
to be, if you want to be
better.
seen as like the best of the best,
It's a white man right now that didn't get that job because Trump did that.
bro.
White man right now. He did you white man wrong.
Yeah, man.
It's a white dude that went to school for 10 plus years. He did all the decoration. He like Trump won. He gonna look out for the white man. He like, God damn it.
For all that caping and all that shit he said to all the Democrats is after the white man, the straight white man, and all these Republicans talking about the straight white man being attacked. Guess what just happened? Straight white man just lost his job because of this DEI hire. Ain't that ironic, man?
Shit funny, man. I just want y'all to remember while you sitting on your couch and you looking at your school directors like, damn, I thought it was my time. And I'm still sitting on the couch.
Feel me? So yeah, that about wraps this one. We want to make this a little bit of a quick one. Yeah, any final thoughts regarding our
Not at all, man. You white people need to look in the mirror. That's all I know.
see what they did to themselves. But yeah, it's been a Shock Black Ladies podcast. I've been high thinking. We'll catch you on the flip side. All right, Reese. Let's go wake up Twitter too. It goes to the third slide. Just don't not yet. I'll let you know when though. So we're gonna just skip the next one. Just kind of wake up a little bit. This next one's gonna get. This is another boring. All right, so welcome back to the.
Hey, my question for Lil RT. What's 12 times 12?
Wait, matter of fact, no, yeah, take it to the pause it and then take it all the way to the beginning. Now hit that is there? Oh, I'm surprised why I didn't play no mute. Why I didn't play? Play it. Hold on, you know what? Just go play it again.
Hey, my question for Lil RT. What's 12 times 12?
Yeah, why is that? Go to that volume thing in the bottom right hand corner. It's at the top. Yeah.
It ain't. It's probably automatically have volume. That link probably went bad. Or the sound on it. Most sound don't have the volume thing. That depending on the link.
Beta, baby.
That shit work. Why is that like that? What, the music one playing?
I hate everyone.
But this is playing now. Because we was just playing the music. You trying because now the music's not even working. Ain't that some shit? All right, let's just try doing this.
Hey, my question for Lil RT. What's 12 times 12?
And everything. So everyone must die.
Wow, you are a piece of garbage. Like you
You really need to go down because you just evil for no reason. Like,
No, you did not just say that. Do you know what my real name is?
what? I don't care what your real name is. What is that gonna change? That's not gonna give you a justification for acting the way that you are, bro. There's nothing that your name could be, so don't even say it.
My first and last name is You
We're
Failure.
gonna
That's just what my parents decided to call